nem preocupado com ele.
Ô velhinho, tu filma, tira umas fotinhas? Na moral? Fazer aquela mídia?
Congrats, man.
Thank you so much. Man.
Champion once again. Does the second time around feel sweeter, or how do you compare these feelings?
Man, feels great, different from the first one. You know, now I didn't get all the weight that I have in the first one, but was a great overcome, especially after a lot of injuries. You know, I had so many injuries on my knee that sometimes I even doubt on myself. You know, but here we are, man, champion again. This is a really special moment.
Yeah, and that was a crazy fight.
It's crazy.
How much do you remember of it? Because I know you rocked him a lot. He rocked you too.
Yes.
The crazy sequence where he knocked you down to the ground and you rocked him then with another kick. I don't know
That,
if you
yeah, that's what I want to be, entertainment.
Yeah, it was fun.
You know, yeah, it was fun. I always trying to prove myself, looking for challenges. Easy MMA, I couldn't go there and easy put him down and submit him. Would not be easy. So I knew it would be a war. You know, if you go 5 rounds, it would be 5 rounds of war. And I just gave my best physically, the strategy, everything. You know, I work with my team, work it out, and we get a great win tonight.
How hurt were you in that first round?
How hurt?
Yeah.
I think he was more than myself. But yeah, he rocked me bad. You know, I don't even see the punch coming. But I recovered pretty fast. I knew he was hurt too, so I hurt him again. But yeah, he definitely got me hard.
What happens next? Are you going back into another tournament, try to make it 3? Super fights. What is it that you want for the next step in your career?
I don't know. To be honest, I gotta talk to my manager. You know, talk to Ali. I'll talk to PFL, see what it is, what's the next challenge for me, and whatever it is, I'll be ready for it. Thank you so much.
Shoeface, you've had the other belt. Now you have the new one. Do you have one that you think looks a little better than the other?
They both.
You're the first guy to have both of them.
Yeah, they both really special. You know, the first one is always after a hard time in my life. You know, I had a really hard time in 2021. You know, I got out of UFC. I thought my life was my career in MMA was done, and I come here and I won the belt. It was just unbelievable. And after a lot of injuries, coming back here, fighting against tough guys, and getting another belt. And I'm the only one that I have weight to win 2 times, so it's hard to describe how I feel right now.
You know, the cool thing about this is that now there are options. There's last year's champion in this division, Davlet Yakshimuradov, who people think, all right, could he be next? Corey Anderson, looks like he's trying to go for 2 belts. Could he come back to 205? Is there one of those guys that you would prefer? If they say Shoeface, we have one more fight for you in 2025.
I definitely don't want to fight Davlet. He's a great friend. We train together. He helped me for this fight. He congrats me in the cage right now. You know, it would be terrible if I have to fight him. You know, we are professionals, but it would be really terrible. But I'll talk to PFL. You know, Davlet gonna fight Anderson right now. I'm gonna rest for a little bit, come back to help him out for this fight, and let's see. You know. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just trying to enjoy the belt for a while.
How do you go home and celebrate something like this? How big is the party?
Sorry?
How big is the party when you go home to celebrate something like this?
Man, I just wanna get all my family and friends, be together, you know, have fun, eat a lot, you know. And I hope everyone gonna be happy tonight, you know, with me.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Just that whole fight, man. Danny was talking about it. I mean, it was back and forth, and you both just going at it and all. So what was your mindset as the fight was going on and on and on, and then you finally got him? But just what was it like in your corner, telling you what to do, and then trying to figure out, okay, here's what I want to do?
Yeah, well, it was a tough round, you know, but I knew he felt more than myself. He was really bad. He was all messed up, his face, a lot of blood. I knew was the moment to work a little more on my grappling. That's why I took him down, and I finally got a rear naked choke. So we didn't go to the end of the 5 rounds.
Also, I wanted to ask you about the eye poke and just what happened there. And then the referee wasn't saying anything, but you weren't fighting. And then it was like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And all, the referee's not doing anything, so you have to continue to fight. But you were backing off, like, hey, I'm poking.
Yeah, because at first I actually had a headbutt, and then the eye poke. I said, come on, please look at this, and he stopped the fight for a little bit. I had the time to recover a little, and come back to the fight.
And just then again, like, how does it feel that everything you've gone through, and the confidence too?
Yes.
And building back the confidence.
Yes.
Was it that first fight in the tournament when you won, or no? This is the one that could really get your confidence going.
Every fight is important, to get your confidence back, especially after like tough injuries, tough times. Sometimes I even doubt of myself, but here we are, champion again.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Congrats, obviously, fantastic performance. You were landing some really great head kicks throughout the fight, and you saw Cauley even duck into a few of those. Is that a read that you made inside the cage when you saw him ducking into that?
Yeah, I knew he was moving his head a lot. This is like a boxer thing, moving his head. So I was trying to throw the jab, and every time I throw the jab, I saw he was taking the head off. So I need to put something behind it, and the kick will be good. So I try it and worked out.
Also, just beautiful adjustment on the rear naked choke. He did the right things. He was pulling down it, but it was just vintage shoe face coming across. I guess I don't really have a question, but congratulations.
Thank you so much. I
Antonio,
appreciate it.
Obviously, very rare company, right? Ray Cooper, Kayla Harrison. Not many people have won 2 PFL titles. Most fighters obviously don't think about where their place is in history, but where do you think this puts you in the conversation of greatest PFL fighters of all time?
Man, I don't really know. I know I made history because I'm the only one to win 2 times. This is an unbelievable feeling, and I feel special tonight.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was, first of all, congratulations, great fight tonight. And I want to ask, every hit really felt it. How do you make every punch count, every defense and offense?
Defense and offense. I knew he was a tough guy. I need to hit hard, try to, how do I say, drown him out, making him tired and damaged, so I could work on my jiu-jitsu, my grappling. That was the idea, work some right hand over the jab, because I knew he would work a lot of jabs, and it worked out. I talked to my coaches, and they said, yeah, man, you did just the right stuff, all the things that we trained at the gym.
How does it feel to represent South America in this event, knowing that you're carrying this championship that stands not just for you, but for the whole country culture?
It feels great, I know I have Brazil behind me, they all cheering for me. They all send a lot of great energy. It's great to represent your people, and I hope they feel really proud of me right now.
And what's next for you now after this? You gonna get back to training or take some time down?
I need to take some time. It was a hard time. 3 fights in a row. It's not that you had one little camp. You had I've been training since when was the first fight? I don't know, May maybe, right? So it's really tough. 3 fights in a row. So I need to take some time off. Put everything in place, and come back to train.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After the Simeon Powell fight, we were praising your striking. I know you got the win by submission, but let's talk about you as a striker. I mean, how much do you feel you've improved in the stand-up game, and do you like showing off your power in the striking?
Yeah, man, I've been working on my strike for a long time. Here it is Gabriel, who helped me out with my striking. There is Thiago Alves at the ATT. helped me with some kicks too. He's a great coach. They both great coaches. You know, Gabriel always told me, man, believe in your hands. You know, you have a really like tough hands. You know, just believe it, use it, mix it up. It's gonna make a lot of easy to, you know, put your opponent down and get work on the jiu-jitsu.
I know the journey you've had in your life and in your career. If you look at where you're at right now in 2025, what would you say to Antonio, the champion of 2021?
What I would say, just keep working, man. Keep believing. You know, at the beginning of the season, we write some message for ourselves. You know, and what I wrote was just keep believing in yourself. And I look at that paper right now, and it makes a lot of sense for me.
When looking at your journey, you said a lot of your championships, a lot of your glory come after hard times. So what does that say to you about yourself and just how you've grown in this game as a fighter and as a man, that you overcome adversity by winning the belt?
Yeah, I'm always like trying to improve, you know, as a man, as a fighter, and I can say I'm I'm a lot better person right now. You know, even the hard times teach you a lot. You just have to be like honest with yourself, honest with the people, be surrounded by people like special people, you know, and the people who believe in yourself too, and keep working and doing what you love to do.
You've obviously turned a corner in your career being with the PFL. What would you say about your time here with the company and just how they've changed your life and your career?
Man, I love PFL. They changed my life. They received me in 2021, and I made to the belt. Here we are again with another belt. Ray is a very, how can I say, he's a man on his words. You know, he was a fighter. He knows how it is to be inside the cage. So I'm really grateful to PFL and everything that they did to me.
And last one for me, I think this has been a big year of change for the PFL. You were here in the old format with the season and the points, and now here with the World Tournament. Do you feel like this is a new page, a new era for the PFL moving forward, and it should be a reason to be excited?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they always improve and they always try to make the format, the champion, the tournament to the best way. You know, I don't know what's the plans to the 2026, but I know it's gonna be great to watch.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you so much.